Well, it's time to wrap this broadcast up with the Alderson's Award West postgame show. For trophies, awards, T-shirts, and so much more, go to aldersons.net for their full catalog. Thank you for joining us tonight. It was Rochester getting the best of Tenino, 46-0. It was the Warriors from the word go, and they didn't look back. And, well, how did we get this scoring? Well, let me give you our little scoring summary. It was Peterman getting things started with a 32-yard touchdown run early in the game, with the 2-point try being good, making things 8-0. Rogers would get his name on the stat sheet under the touchdown column with a 47-yard touchdown run of his own about the midway point of the first quarter, bringing us to our score of 16-0. That is the way the first quarter ended. But then it was Rodriguez. Rodriguez would end up with 3 touchdowns tonight. His first one would come from 16 yards out about the midway point of the second quarter. 2-point try was good to take us to our halftime score of 24-0. Rodriguez would get the scoring started early in the third quarter with the 7-yard touchdown run. 2-point try came up empty to put the Warriors up 30-0. But towards the end of the third quarter, as I was honestly prepping my break, Rodriguez wasn't done. 87-yard touchdown run, the cherry on top for him tonight. 2-point try was good to push the lead 38-0. And then early in the fourth quarter, after a muffed punt, I guess for lack of another term, it would be one of the seniors having some fun. Dahl, usual O-lineman, with a 2-yard touchdown run. 2-point try was good to push our score up to 46-0 to our final tonight. And then let's take a look at some stats, and then we'll get Keith's thoughts on the game tonight for Rochester. The victorious team tonight, it was Rodriguez leading all ball carriers with 12 runs, 199 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Rogers would check in with 10 carries of his own for 91 yards. Peterman, the third back of that three-headed monster back there, had 10 carries for 81 yards. Simpkins would get in on a carry for 8 yards. Dahl had 2 for 10 and that touchdown. Tartios would have an 8-yard run. Johnson, 1 carry for 1 yard. Singleton, a sack and a fumble, ended up losing 10 yards on 2 carries on the stat sheet, and then Easley would have 1 carry for a loss of 1 yard. And then 2 mystery players, unfortunately. Number 13 had 1 carry for 4 yards, and number 4 had a carry for a yard as well. Receiving, passing, very easy. No pass attempts, no receptions, which when you're that efficient on the ground, why throw it? And then over for Tenino, it was Metcalf with 9 passing attempts, completing 4 of them for 45 yards. And then Morey would come in and have an interception that found the hands of Jay Johnson, so he was 0 for 2 on passing. Leading the way on receptions was Johnson for the Beavers with 2 catches for 41 yards. 1 catch for Miller for 10 yards. Minarich would have 1 catch for 2 yards. And then Lanning would catch 1 on the screen for a loss of 8 and ended up fumbling the ball on that reception as well. On the ground side of things, it was tough sledding tonight here for the Beavers on the ground. Lanning would end up having 15 carries, leading with 25 yards. Espinoza ended up having 4 carries for 20 yards. Let's see. Gates, who came in kind of mop-up duty, had 6 carries for 27 yards, ended up being the second leading rusher. Johnson, from the wide receiver position, had 2 carries for 10 yards. And then Metcalf, being sacked 5 times tonight, ended up having 10 carries for a loss of 21 yards. So Beavers just never got the offense rolling tonight.
Yeah, they just couldn't.
Whoa.
I think my mic might be dead.
Uh-oh, did we lose him? Try again.
I think, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, there you go. As you said, Tenino just never could get going tonight, and Rochester looked really good. That line kind of owned the trenches both ways, so this was a tough ask tonight for the Beavers.
No, tough ask. And as I said, for Rochester, this is a game that you're going to look back on. Everything went right for you. A heck of a senior night for these squads. And for Tenino, you might watch a few things on this tape and then just toss it. Focus on next week, start fresh again. And who they have next week, we talked about it a little bit at halftime show when we were talking about how the season is winding down already for Tenino. They'll be heading out to the coast to face Aberdeen. Same with these Warriors as they're going to be going out to face Hoquiam. So relatively quick turnaround. You got to flush it and get back to the grind.
That's all you can do is get back to practice on Monday and get ready for the next one.
So with that loss tonight, Tenino falls to 6-2 overall, 2-2 in league play. Rochester improves to 6-2 overall, and from what I found online, for the Evergreen 1A. They are now 2-1 in league play. So these teams pretty equal. Got any thoughts on this one before we dive into our player of the game?
Again, first really rough weather night of the year, which factors in my mind, big time, because the weather really played into Rochester's hands.
You know, when he got those 3 backs, like I said, Rodriguez, I've been saying the names all night, and I ended up just blanking on them. See, Rodriguez, Rogers, and Peterman. It was going to be any 3 of them, any given time. They're always all on the field. The misdirection, who's it going to? Big run after big run. This weather played right into the Warriors' hands. Well, without any further ado, it's time to name our MVP of the game. Award brought to you by Thorbeck's Athletic Club. Strong today, stronger tomorrow, strongest together at Thorbeck's. And this one was a pretty short discussion. It's going to be a senior night, 6'5", 225, running back, defensive back. We're in that big number 0, Ethan Rodriguez. 199 yards and 3 touchdowns. You're going to get it.
Yeah, you can't run like he did tonight and not walk out of here without our player of the game.
We'll give an honorable mention, I think, to Wyatt Dahl, just because he's usually a lineman, and he got to have some fun here on senior night. But, yeah, Rodriguez is our big winner tonight, 199 yards and 3 touchdowns. So congratulations to him. Well, I can tell you what, it's getting cold again. The wind's picking up. So that's going to put a wrap on the Awards West Post Game Show. Again, our final score tonight was Rochester 46 to 9-0. We'll see you next time right here on the Eli and NFHS Sports Networks.